people. When we were preparing this workshop, I asked Sylvia if I could invite some partner to speak with you. Why? Because VP Lee from retail team from Korea, he went to Brazil in January, and we had a meeting with Alight because Alight is our biggest partner. And then I said, Sylvia, I think it's a good opportunity to share what they are doing with their team. So that's why I invite Mr. Moa is the Samsung Stores Director from Alight to present to you his best practice.
Good afternoon, everybody. I have 15 minutes, no charts, no numbers, and no pictures. No investment, and you can grow your revenues about 30%. Please okay. We have been doing this for the last 3 years, growing 2-digit revenue, sales per sale, since 2016, and I'm going to show you everything now. You're allowed to take pictures. You're not allowed to stay on WhatsApp or Facebook. It's very interesting because it's very simple and goes back to basics. When you talk about retail and salespeople, you have to talk about basics. This company I'm representing is a larger distributor in Brazil with cell phones. I'm responsible for the retail division, and we also have a service company that does solutions within a cellular carrier for transactions. We are present in 94 malls in Brazil, in 45 cities with 72 stores and 22 kiosks. We have more than $500 million revenue per year. 9 store supervisors, and I'm responsible for 600 families. And basically, my last 12 minutes here is to present how we achieve motivated people. And basically, and it's very important to understand, we sell these people the opportunity to change people's lives. Our salesperson is the one that has the possibility to include the customer in the digital universe and has a meaning for the person's life. Every salesperson in the mall is only a salesperson. Our salesperson, they transform people's life, including the digital universe within their lives. And it's based on 4 pillars, and I'm going to explain you which are the 4 pillars. They are all based in having a good compensation. It's impossible for you to make high profits if you don't share a small amount within the sales team. So I'm going to show you also our compensation policy here. It starts with team building. The store cannot be managed by successful individuals. It has to be the whole group that makes the success happen. It's not 2 or 3 good salespeople and the rest is responsible. So what we do have is directions, clear roles, support from each other, and best practices, including the sales compensation. How do we do it? We start developing people's mind. Starts with opening their minds. Those younger Generation Z, Generation Y, they don't have patience. They want to be the manager. After 2 or 3 days working, they want to be the new directors, and they don't want to hear rules. So you have to invite them to become protagonists. They are responsible for their lives. It's like being their papa and their mama. Here, I'm going to show you, you're no longer a kid, you're responsible for your life. And you have to develop a winner's attitude. This is based on sales training. It's based on salesman attitude. The guy has to be positive, resistant, optimistic, and cannot accept no as an answer. So we have a very hard sale organization. I've been visiting Samsung stores in the US, in Europe, in Latin America. I see the sales clerk, very easy life, trying to make this nice ambient to the Samsung house. And our stores, we do sales. And the guy is responsible to pick up customers' money and sell the product. We help them understand focus on servicing the customer. And I'll show you what are the strategies that we use. Finally, we are results oriented. You're going to make money, we're going to make money, and we all together are going to be successful. So, starts with team building. Number 2, organization. People have to have clear roles, help each other, and also the company tries to support everybody. So since I have scale, I can provide paid support, maintenance support, anything possible for people within the store focus on sales. The store manager is forbidden to stay inside checking email. This role for the store manager is to support the salesperson in the sales front. And there is techniques that we use to increase conversion rates. We have to have discipline and measurements, micromanagement. We provide everyday information about the productivity within the store, and we have all the rituals, morning rituals for motivation, and action plan for each salesperson within the store after we use their metrics. And then we have to deliver on that. Otherwise, it's only a planning. So, basically, and as I told you, the salesperson can transform customer life by a full support from helping decision on the equipment and after sales support. So we call them the Superman, the Supergirl, and they are the technical consultant for technology for the rest of their life. Our relationship with customers starts when the sales ends. And our competition, how we sell, that you can buy anywhere for a good price. The relationship is going to end when you buy. Here, the relationship is going to start when you buy from us. How we do that? We do it by teaching them that we are not in this business to sell discount. We are in this business to sell value. And I'll show you how the 5 pillars we provide value to customers. We have to provide an unforgettable experience. So the person has to be treated in our store better than what he's treated in his house or any other place that he goes. And finally, we look, our objective is customer delight. And believe me, we've been successful on that. And then we go to the execution. We have 6 pillars where we teach everybody, and is the rule, that is the condition within the store. First of all, value perception. There is no business on products. The business is the customer is going to perceive value. And I'll show you how the 5 pillars of perceiving value. Second, the store has to be traffic oriented. Empty stores stay empty all day. So people are working every time in order to make show of VR solutions, stay in the front of the store, calling customers, experience, WhatsApp training, whatever is necessary to maintain the store with people inside. Third one, we do use sales techniques, and basically we do a customer diagnosis. And we'll help them, I'll show you the next board, how we do use the sales techniques. We have managed store operation. When there are customers, no administrative business. Focus on servicing customers. So when the store is empty, everybody becomes the manager When the store is full, the manager is working together with the team. We have a positive compensation policy. Good work is rewarded with good compensation, and I'll show you. And then finally, permanent training. The customer sales has to be the real expert that understands, and we have WhatsApp teams that everybody supports, so everybody knows how it's going to work for any doubt. How do we delight customers? We delight customers by saying that there is no second chance to cause a first good impression. And believe me, 7 things that happen within our stores. The customer has, the employee has 12 seconds to welcome customers. Second, we have a soft approach. We don't go direct to the customer trying to sell anything. We just try to show customer that he's going to have somebody to service him whenever he needs it. Third, we do diagnosis and consultancy. Customers like to explain what are his fears and his wishes. And this is kind of psychology work for non-psychologists. Everybody in this room have their fears and their wishes. And if you are able to let the customer tell us what are their fears and their wishes, we are able to provide him with a solution, and it's going to be a customized solution. This is basic sales techniques. We help customer making the decisions, taking the best decision, and we try to provide customer to understand that here is the place where we will support you. For instance, we do our differentiation that we provide lifetime support for the customer. And whenever in your life you see somebody doing something which is not important that you don't know, you can come here and we are going to install this for you. Whatever happens to your messages that you receive, it starts getting slow, whatever. Anytime during your lifetime, you can come here and we will support you. So it's something that is told and it's a value aggregation for the customer. Finally, we try to become customer friendly. So enchantment and delightment, it's possible because we have a technology that is going to put the customer within a digital universe. In practical terms, to end this, how do we show value to customers with those 5 pillars? First of all, we help customer choose the best equipment for him. Secondly, we do what we call first-class transfer. If you buy anywhere else, we can transfer your data. If you buy with us, we do more than a smart transfer. We get you storage within clouds. We are not going to transfer all your software. It's like when you move from one house to another. You can move taking all your stuff, or we can decide what you're going to use in your next house, and those we're not going to transfer what's not necessary for the customer usage. Third, we have tips, feature, or training. So we have a 3 minutes explanation, 3 hours explanation, 3 days explanation, or 3 weeks explanation. Whenever customer needs to understand, we will provide him all the information about product usage. And finally, the lifetime support. We install new software, new applications. So those 5 pillars became our mantra within our company. Why our S9 is different from any other S9 that you can find in the mall. And it's been working, I can assure you. How does our compensation structure work? First of all, instead of paying a percentage of revenue, we created a mileage program and the person gets points per product. So J4 or A4, A9, S9, it works considering the profitability of the product. So if no books, I make less profit, I provide less points for this sales. It starts with this mileage problem. And then we do have 5 different leverages that work as a cascade. They are increasing one over another. First one is individual. So if the person has individual meta, individual goal, can multiply when he achieves more than 100%. The second leverage multiplier is meta loja, is the store quote. So you can individually multiply your rates, but if the store provided achieve the meta, the goal, we multiply again. After that, on top of it, there is a challenge on insurance sales, also on accessory sales, and finally, terms, numbers of payments that the customer will provide. So we create a spirit of teamwork by paying money when the whole store achieves the results, but also we pay individually in order to make a competitive environment. And this has been working, as I said, 2-digit growing for the last 3 years. Finally, in our compensation policy, we created deflators, which I don't know if it exists in English, that's what voice. But the fact is, if the store is not good managed, those multipliers will not be applied in the sales compensation. So whenever I'm paying good money, it's because the results are excellent. Any mismanagement or problem cuts off the multipliers, and this creates a perception of good money, but only if there is excellence. And I think we achieving that. Also, we created a trigger for insurance sales, but this is occasional. It doesn't matter if the store is going to supply the meta, or his quota. There is a minimum insurance sales in order to assure our productivity. And I have convinced the shareholders that to pay well to my employees because they are making a good profit and good EBITDA. And this became a win-win situation.
So the deflators for trading, they do a back trading, it goes.
No. Yes, sorry.
Right.
Samsung has this academy, and it has to be, the guy has to be an expert level. If he doesn't surpass this minimum level, his salary doesn't get multiplied with this achievement. So it has to be how well the guy did in the training. Not only Samsung training, but we do have our sales training and internal procedures. Basically, there are 3 kinds of training. Samsung for products, sales training for quality service, and then procedures internal for...
That's about trading.
The trading is because we buy customers' phone, but it has to be evaluated.
Right.
That's our job. Exactly. So when the guy gets a cell phone that he rates as good quality and the screen is broken or there's any problem, he doesn't get the salary multiplier. That's it. Thank you very much. I hope I can help you increase your profit in your business. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, we're
Boa, amor.
almost